know what I noticed, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if anybody else think like this, but listen to this here. A lot of people, they say they think when they get older, they're gonna be settling down and things gonna be wonderful. They're gonna be peaceful. But let me tell y'all this here. This must be a new day, because guess what, y'all? People my age are still trying to make it. They still trying to figure out how they're gonna make ends meet. A lot of people still got their own homes, but they got to worry about the taxes. Some older people, they got to worry about how they're gonna pay their utility bills. Some of those Social Security checks ain't enough. And a lot of times people really think that when I get older, when I get Social Security, when I be able to do it, you better get yourself together now for when you get older. Cause people think that when they get y'all just don't have no idea. The young people don't have no idea. They think that when they get older, they're gonna be settling down. And look, I know people that people still. I know a woman right now, y'all, in her 70s, still trying to find love, still trying to find somebody to say, "Baby, I love you." In her 70s, y'all. That's why I said, I can't do all that, y'all. I can't be worrying about finding somebody that love me at my age, y'all. Nope. That's why I be saying, y'all, you got to get your life together now for when you get older. Figure out some kind of plan, y'all, that y'all can do when you get older, that you won't have to go through a lot of struggles that a lot of older people are going through.
Man, and what she's saying is so relevant to our people. And she pointed out the fact that things are getting bad for older people, and young people always look, well, even when I was coming up, look at it like, you have time to waste. Young people look at older people like you're old. Like, so, somebody 25, somebody 30 years old was considered old. And as you grow and you go through your 20s and your 30s, you see like time ticks so fast. Time goes so fast, man. And another point she brought out was about relationships. Get with somebody. You think you're going to, party and lay up with people through your 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then now you want to settle down? Like, it doesn't work like that. That's not reality. And this social media, this age, this generation, that social media has fried a lot of people's brains to not understand these things and think that you have all the time in the world to do what you want to do, when that's just not going to, it's not going to pan out how you think it's going to pan out. I can remember yesterday, like when I was 21 and I didn't have a plan. And, many of us have wasted time. Many of us have wasted time. And they talk about the 20s, being a time when you're discovering yourself and you meeting people and you going outside and you partying and you traveling. Well, no, that should be a time where you're actually establishing. That should be a time where you're putting things down, planning and focusing as a young person. So this is really for young people, but it's also for people like me. What I'm talking about is that, after you done live some time, you start to think about all the time that you have wasted. You start to think about, your upbringing. Many of us was not as advantaged as others as far as having both parents in the home, or maybe having one parent, or maybe being raised with your grandparents, and so a lot of us didn't get the tools or the backing or the support that we may have needed. But when we became adults, we wasted a lot of time. And, we all come, like, we not going to front, because I know there's a lot of Black people that have their things together, that, did pretty good for themselves and, are successful in ways that the average Black people are not successful, or maybe at the early age. Listen, kudos to you. Good for you. You did well. But the vast majority of Black people, we end up figuring things out a little later. So that's the same thing that happened with me. I figured out things a little later, and it could have been from whatever the case may be. Some people have a lack of education. Some people, don't have the proper mentorship and things like that to, keep them in line and keep them in check and show them the right moves to make. But whatever the case is, it's like, it's you get to a point where you realize, like, I don't got time to be wasting time. Right. And so as you get older, you start to value your time. And many people that are, you're in your late 30s to your 40s, you understand what I'm saying. If you have learned from the lessons of life, if you're smart enough to have learned from the lessons of life, you understand that your time uh, is more valuable than anything, especially when you're starting to think about things that you want to get accomplished, goals that you want to do. Your time becomes precious. You know what I mean? And so that's how we have to learn to utilize our time. And that's for the young people too. Utilize your time well, set goals, set a daily goal. You know, at my age, I don't have time for you wasting my time. If you're going to tell me you're trying to do something business wise or something like that, and I have things planned for the rest of my day, and you don't show up, or you do show up, but you show up late, now I have to think about the things that I had planned, my daily goals that I had planned to get accomplished. And I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of y'all can agree with that. Black Dazzle says she is absolutely right. Right, sis. Karl Miles Bob said the old shall teach the young. She's so right. Right. So as a young person, and I can tell you from experience, is that you should be planning and focusing while everybody is going out to party, while everybody is trying to, have a good time, out in the streets. You should be planning and your time at home, the things that you want to do in the future, writing them goals down, and focusing on that. Excuse me. I'm trying not to sneeze. And another thing, what the sister said is this: like that sister was talking, she's an older woman, so she has lived a long life. She's going through what she's going through now, and she's telling this to young people, letting them know you don't have the time to be messing around. You don't have the time to be thinking that you can be in and out of relationships. That's really a bad one right now. And that's a whole nother video I can go into. But she says she knows a 70-year-old woman that's still looking for love. And it seems like when you look at social media, a lot of these people are going to be in that same boat come when they're 70 years old, right? Looking for love, you know what I mean? On Instagram, twerking or something like that. But the most important thing is that utilize your time in a fashion where you will benefit and you can set yourself up later on. You can do a lot better than the people that came before you as a young person if you just listen to the wisdom and the life experiences that they're giving you. Like, you don't have time like that. And it's kind of hard to see it when you're young and immature that time goes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can remember like it was yesterday when I was 21, then I was 28, then I was 34. You know what I'm saying? Like, time moves so fast. So you have to have something in place and do that while you're still young. Do that in your 20s. Let everybody else do what they're doing, but you focus on your dream. You focus on a business, whatever it is that you want to focus on that thing and do it right, because time waits for no one.